Good afternoon and welcome to episode 3 of Burdock Seasons. It's June 2nd and it's a nice, fairly cool summer day. I'm here at the park with Blue, my dog. We're underneath this nice shady large tree. Got nice branches, nice green foliage. Up here on this silver meadow we've got a nice red-winged blackbird. I actually had one feed from my hand yesterday. This was just perched up in there. I don't think it's the same one. Could be, but I don't know. Got some burdock growing down here. Some reeds down at the shore of the pond. I should take a nice walk through the pond and see. Oh, look at that. Look at that heron over there. A lot of birds out today. That guy's beautiful. He grabbed a little fish or something. I don't know. Hard to tell what it was. What we got growing here is Canada Goldenrod, and probably in a few weeks this will be very yellow. Some of them are already starting to bloom. Some nice reeds here. This is a nice tranquil spot. Really nice view of the pond. So in a few weeks I'll be doing the Pride event, and then you can go canoeing in this here pond. So here at the edge of the pond we've got some duck potato growing, also known as, I think, arrowhead, but it's that little arrow shaped leafy plant coming out. But I love calling it duck potato. That's like my favorite alternative name for it. You can see them over here. They're really young. They just started growing. Later in the summer they'll be a lot bigger. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. I'm not a ornithologist by any means. We got a Virginia creeper kind of growing along these leafy plants. These are easily identified by their kind of almost yellowy, dark green leaves. They have like a hint of red or orange on them. They've got 5 leaves generally, and they usually, well, they creep along the ground, hence the name. May or may not be native to Virginia, I don't know. Some dandelion down here. Some of it started to, puff up. I'm trying to identify this tree and I can't find it. If anybody knows what kind of tree this is, it's got a nice, kind of a smooth bark. Beautiful, nice little oval leaves, kind of very classic looking leaves. This, I'm pretty sure, is an American elm. Here's some burdock. They're kind of like I would say they're like the elephant ears of the north, but I would say probably rhubarb, because rhubarb is edible, where I don't think burdock is. Pretty sure this is burdock. The leaves look similar, but I don't know if they're related or not. Here we have what I believe is either a sugar maple or a Douglas maple. I'm not 100% sure. The leaves are kind of, I don't know, they're a little different in the traditional sugar maple, so I'm thinking it's a Douglas maple, but I'm not sure. This is for sure a Norway Spruce, and they're just my favorite kind of spruce. They usually have a similar shape, but with slight variations. Some of them have this nice droop, others look a little more perky. It's got beautiful bark. So most Christmas trees, whether live or artificial, are Norway spruces. They just, them and Colorado blue spruce are, I think, the ideal Christmas tree. Might be completely wrong, but I think this may be a witch hazel, possibly. Not 100%. So here we have a nice tall cottonwood tree. And there's many easy ways to identify these trees, at least, you know, during the foliage period. Their leaves have these unique kind of rounded shapes, and they tend to shake a lot in the wind. I believe they're related to aspens, but they have very thick bark, very thick trunks, and they grow very tall. In the summertime, they start they're called cottonwoods because they have like cotton, like I think they're seeds, and they release them, and it kind of looks like snow in the summer. It's really cool, but it blows everywhere. There are a lot of ducks and geese. There's that heron. And I believe somewhere around that kind of fallen-ish tree, there's a rabbit's nest. I definitely see rabbits around this area, so I don't find that hard to believe. I really like the coloration of the pond right now. Those clouds are also really pretty. There's an Austrian pine with a lot of burdock growing around it. There's a lot of algae in this side of the pond, and more than there was last time I was, well, last time I noticed at least. It's that nice little island in the pond. Some daylilies growing down there. So here's the flower garden that I filmed last time I was down here. No more tulips, but a lot of white irises. Not sure what these are, but they're real pretty. So this is summer mode for the garden. It's starting to feel a little warmer. Pretty much every tree is leafed out by this point. Some hosta growing over here. Oh, I guess I'll end the video here, but just a nice day to be out with the dog. Right, Lily?